Okay, so I think we're good to go. Welcome to this ReadyTech HR3 webinar in collaboration with Flair HR. I am Nicolas Delamet, Customer Success Manager at HR3 based here in Melbourne. And I am pleased to welcome Matt Hamilton from Flair HR joining us from Sydney. How are you today, Matt?
I'm good. How are you, Nicholas? You keeping well?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. This webinar is designed to present the Employee SelfService portal at HR3, and Matt and I will be glad to explain how to elevate your employee experience. If you have any questions during the webinar, please use the chat feature accessible at the bottom of the webinar window. We will answer some of your questions at the end of the webinar. Today's agenda for this webinar is the following. First of all, we will have a word about the ReadyTech group and where the employee self-service module stands in the HR3 suite. Then we will have a look at what defines an employee self-service. We will take you through how to elevate your employee experience. I will then give you a live demonstration of the HR3 Employee Self-Service portal. With Matt, you will discover the employee benefits solution available in the HR3 ESS. We will conclude with a summary and some questions. HR3 is part of the ReadyTech group. ReadyTech is listed on the Australian Stock Exchange and is the leading provider of people management software for educators, employers, and facilitators. HR3 is part of the Workforce Solution division of the ReadyTech, along with AussiePay, ePayroll, and Zambian. Trusted for over 30 years, HR3 is a leading provider of people management software. All attendees today are from companies currently using our payroll module. However, HR3 can also offer your company workplace health and safety, HR, employee self-service portal that we are proud to present today, but also cloud-based software, automated workflows, advanced reporting, and software integration. So we are in 2021. I would have never imagined a 2020 like we had. We have seen streets empty of traffic, empty offices and closed businesses, and work conditions have changed drastically. Working and connecting remotely became a necessity. In this new normal, when returning to the office, the importance for organizations to communicate new policies to employees became crucial. Now, when I enter my office, I need to wear a mask, scan a QR code, and use hand sanitizer. Who really could have imagined all of this a year ago? In the last couple of years and in 2020, underpayment scandals have kept going. If you are an employee in Australia right now, you will keep an eye on your payslip. I was checking the Australian Payroll Association CEO Tracy Angwin's profile on LinkedIn, and her headline is "Creating Confidence in How Australians Are Paid." That says a lot, and the need for transparency and access to information is absolutely necessary. Since February 2020, employees under specific hours must declare their work hours. This is an obligation for the employers to ensure it happens. employers must also monitor the annual count of hours. The best option to remain compliant is to automate this process and take advantage of the available tools. What is employee self-service? A number of definitions exist surrounding the concept of employee self-service. On their website, the consulting company Gartner defines it as the way in which employees can access HR-related information and software directly through a company's intranet or web portal. ePayroll, one of HR3's sister company, part of the Redesign group, explains the employee self-service is a secure online portal where employees can access their information anytime, anywhere. For HR3, it means on-the-go access to payslips, leave applications, company policies, timesheets, benefits, and much more. So why employee self-service? First of all, because of the current circumstances, there is a need for remote access, wage transparency, and easily declare work hours. To support this assumption on the transparency and access to information, this is so sensitive that wage theft is officially now a crime in Victoria. Businesses in Victoria will face charges if they dishonestly fall foul of their obligations to pay wages, superannuation, and other employee entitlements from 1st of July 2020. Transparency is so important. The second reason is that digital is the new norm to improve efficiency and streamline teamwork. Let me bring out a figure from the technology company Cisco and their 2021 research. In mature APAC markets like Australia, employee engagement is the top priority for SMEs' digitalization efforts with 42%. In the pandemic world we now live in, companies are investing heavily in digital. According to the same research, support for employees to work remotely is the top technology strategy to accomplishing operational and growth goals in 2021. Digital is the new norm. The third reason for employee self-service is that employee expectation on their work experience and flexibility is stronger than ever. In the 2021 Robert Walters salary survey, 85% of professionals surveyed indicated that they want their current flexible working arrangements to continue. Workplace culture is now the #1 driver, followed by job security and workplace flexibility. Employee self-service is supporting this trend by helping employees to remotely access work-related information and tasks. HR3 teams have been working hard in 2020. Because of the COVID-19 circumstances, HR3 worked hard in 2020 to provide a tool that allows our clients to adapt to the current challenges. The new employee self-service portal at HR3 has what your organization needs to face the new normal we're living in. Mid-2020, HR3 employee self-service portal was totally was totally redesigned. We're so excited to bring this solution to our clients right now. New interface and improved visual aspect, more colorful, easier to navigate with more icons and less text. HR3 Employee SelfService is a web-based portal, and whether your software is installed on-premise or in HR3 Cloud, you can access anytime with an internet connection only. ESS is available to use on a smartphone, and the format is mobile responsive. The dashboard gives a clear summary page to get information at a glance. Widgets create a personalized experience of data display and improve communication with teams. We are excited to include an embedded access to Flair HR benefits. Matt will provide all the details about the solution later in the webinar. Here are some great features for your employees. The employee connecting to the employee self-service will have instant access to some essential information, such as pending tasks, their leave balance, and here it's displayed in days, in hours, but soon it will be displayed in days for a more comfortable experience. Their latest payslip, and also the company announcements feature something very important at the moment. What can ESS bring to your managers? Managers are busy professionals. Time-saving tools will be found in the Employee Self-Service portal. The team planner will present a planning of HR and payroll-related events with bright colors. On the homepage dashboard, managers will have immediate access to workflows such as leave requests from their team members. Employee self-service will elevate your HR and finance team experience. With current COVID-19 circumstances, the announcement feature provides a tool to publish new policies and get employees to acknowledge them. A standard report compiles the date and time of acknowledgement per employee. Administrative tasks are so much time consuming for your HR and finance team. You can let your employees do the job themselves and change their personal, bank, and superannuation details from ESS. The two-factor authentication when logging into the portal will secure this type of request. I am sure that if you are the one processing these tasks, you will understand immediately the time savings here. Okay, it is now time for our demonstration. And I will share another screen with you in just a sec. The reason why I wanted to do that is because I wanted to show you how HR3 Employee Self-Service work from a mobile phone. So let's connect to it as Laurie, who is an employee. So now I'm logging into ESS. So welcome to the portal. This is the dashboard as we've seen previously. The dashboard is providing Laura with essential information straight from the homepage. And if I click here at the top left corner, I have access to the menu. If some of the functionalities and features here are not relevant to your organization, such as the expense claim feature, this is something that you can actually turn off so that only what is relevant to your organization can be on. Another point about this this menu that will show up again in just a sec is that you can see here there is the HR module feature. This will only display if you have the HR module as part of your license. Otherwise, it will not show up. If you also have the workplace health and safety module as part of your license with HR3, you will have access to additional functionalities from Kiosk, which is great. So now, as an employee logged in as Laura, I would like to look at my latest payslip. And to do that, I will click here on Payslip. And I can have access to the list of payslips available. And actually, I would like to look at January payslip. To do that, I will click on the three dots here. And I don't even need to look at the payslip because I will have some summarized information here showing up, such as the net pay. However, if I want to look at it in more detail, I will just click on View Report here. And a new tab will open on my phone. I can then just zoom to look at things in more details. I'm even able to turn my phone and to look at it horizontally for a better display. Okay, well, looks good. So I can now just go back to the previous tab to go back to the employee self-service. So the other thing I wanted to do today is it happened that I recently moved. So I would like to update my residential address. And to do that, I will click on the menu at the top here, and I will display employee details. So I will click on employee details here and then click on personal details. And I will have access to my personal information. So to change the address, I will click on Add Edit Address at the bottom. And then I will click on the pen. It happened that I changed, I moved on the other side of the street. I found a bigger place, a place I really liked. So I will just change the street number and click on Save. And to check that this has been changed, I will click on Personal. And by clicking on Personal, I will have access at the information. And I can see that the address has been updated. Just a word to say that it has also been updated in the database. So if you have access to this information in the software, this has also been updated. Okay, the last thing I would like to do as Laura today is to enter my work hours. To do that, I will click on Timesheet. So let me do it. And then I will click on worked hours just beneath it. And if you're okay with that, I will select a week in time. I will go in time where there's no data, so that I can show you how to enter the hours. So to enter the hours, it's very easy. I simply need to click on load pattern. So that's what I will do, and then click on merge. And my ordinary time is instantly loaded, which is great. Now I remember that on that week, I actually worked a bit more. I worked until 6 p.m. So I will change that and save. And now the great thing is that my worked hours have been submitted and they are accessible by my manager. So what I will do is that I will actually just click on the arrow next to my name at the top and log out from the portal. And I will log in as someone else, as Rob. And Rob is Laurie's manager. So Rob will also get access to the dashboard and some essential information. And here you can see that's the list of timesheets that have been submitted. And you remember I did one in May, so we would have clear data. And I will click on the date in May to have access to Laurie's timesheet. So here, if I look at it, I can see that there's actually some time left. It means that it's time to allocate. I can also have a look at it horizontally. And if I want to allocate time, I will simply click here on Laurie's name. And I can see that the time left, again in the left column here, is on Friday. And yes, here I can see that it's finished at 6 p.m. And I remember that I told Laurie to work a bit more and asked her, and she accepted. So I will allocate this these 54 minutes in extra time. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I will save and go back to the timesheet summary. I'm happy there's no time left to assign, so I will now just go and click on approved. This timesheet has now been approved and is available to be processed in the pay run, which is great. As a manager, using the employee self-service portal, there are some processes and requests that have to be handled. And I would like to show you a great tool that is accessible from the top of the screen, and it is the out of office tool. So if Roberta is going on leave, for instance, here you can see the dates at the end of April, she will be able to redirect any requests sent from her team members to someone else in the organization. For instance, here you can see to Tim. So Tim will be able to process all of those requests during Roberta's leave, which is great. So it means that it's really process continuity for your teams. So I'm saving now this out of office. Roberta is a manager, but she is also an employee, and like a lot of employees, she enjoys to make the most of some things that her work is bringing, such as benefits. So if I click here on benefits, which I'm doing now, I will get access to a brand new solution that we introduced in Kiosk that will load in just a moment, which is Fair HR benefits. And that's the perfect time for me to bring Matt in the conversation. So Matt, the solution has just displayed on my screen. Can you help us understand what we can see now?
Definitely can. Thanks, Nicholas. Hey, first, guys, thank you for your time today. I appreciate you guys are busy. So to take half an hour out to talk to Nicholas and I has been great. I get the funnest part of I guess the presentation. I get to the benefits, which is always a really kind of fun and exciting part of any HR process. We've worked really closely with the HR3 team to enable this within the kiosk. It's a really cool value add in terms of engagement, which is kind of really just the cherry on top of what's an excellent mobile HR3 employee kiosk. What I've got today is a few exciting things that I can show you, and I'll kind of talk you through these. So with Flair's benefit portal, there's kind of three key areas to it. It's the little module on the screen. What you can see up top here is our exclusive discounts and vouchers. Now that gives you access to dozens of retail, hospitality, and lifestyle partners. We add to these partners all the time. So every kind of month, we're kind of adding one or two new vendors in there, which is really cool. And that gives employees the ability to kind of really save some money on some key household expenses, be it from JB Hi-Fi and Freedom Furniture to Coles to even petrol. So we got some good kind of value adds down there. Now, if this was my own portal, as opposed to Nicholas's demo account here, we'd see some savings over the last 30 days. So in Flair, we even have a little internal competition to see who can save the most money. So it's really exciting when you see what you've kind of accessed to the platform and how much you've saved over the kind of past month. That's pretty cool. Because it's a sandbox account, we don't have it set up, but in a live account, you get some really cool numbers. Nicholas, just scrolling down a little bit further, what you can see here with our phone plan is it's one of the examples of our big cost of living benefits. We've actually even sweetened the deal, so it's not just saving a flat $10 per month. It's saving 10% off any SIM and device, and then home internet plans. And that's a really, really kind of good example of a cost of living benefit that we can kind of help reduce the value on. We also then have other cost of living benefits. So we just do we're working on a couple of utilities providers. And then we've got our amazing Flair car program, which can have a really material impact on the ability to kind of run the household and some of those big cost items in a really kind of cost effective way. So there's some of those there. They should be, if anyone's turned on the benefit portal, you should see these already. If you don't, we can get them set up for you really easily. Now scrolling down below that, and this is where it gets really, really fun. And now this is examples taken from our own company. So we've got an EAP program, we've got our Flair car program. Scrolling down a little bit further, I think we've got a fitness partner here, which is Sweat by Kayla Idsons. And we've got our Bupa discount. So everything you're kind of seeing here is a custom benefit. Those custom benefits are either a mixture of the things that Flair has procured on your behalf. So we're kind of acting as your digital director of benefits, or you've got already for your organization. Maybe you've procured it yourself, or you've got a partner that's kind of gives it to you, or you've got a supplier that wants to offer your employees a discount. So by extending the access to our HR or payroll super users, we can actually then allow you to kind of turn on what we call our benefit manager, and then you can kind of collate these and send them through. Now we've got a couple of really cool things with us. So Nicholas, what I'll get you to do is I'll get you to click the document first.
Yep.
And then I'll get you to click learn more for the Bupa. So I'll get you to click on the doc. What we've got here is, well, it's a photo of my dog, Doug. But it's a great example. So this could be a copy of a document. It could be obviously not just a cute dog, but it could be like a policy, or it could be a voucher, or it could be something that you want your employees to either consume or be aware of. If I go back to the benefit screen, we can then click on the Learn More link. And that Learn More link gives us the ability to direct someone maybe to your local intranet page, or maybe to a third-party website where you want them to access a particular benefit or offer. So we can access that. Now, in the back end, from that, we've got a whole bunch of analytics. So we can kind of really detail how these benefits are being accessed, what's really popular, and it can kind of really drive a good conversation with both recruitment for new employees and then when you want to kind of communicate internally with your employees. Hey, Nicholas, I've
Yes.
got one slide just to kind of cover off kind of that in summary. I'm just wondering if you could pop across to that.
Absolutely, yes. Let me do that. Can you see it?
Yeah. So as
Yes.
a real quick summary, everything I've shown you today is free. It's just really a value add as part of the great partnership that we have with the HR3 team. At the moment, you've probably got access to all of those retail discounts, and you may have a couple of other kind of those cost of living benefits available there as well. If you want, we can work with you, the Flair benefits team can work with you to turn on your custom benefits, your benefit analytics, and then add in some extra exciting benefits available to you as well. So it's really easy. On the next slide, which Nicholas is just going to click through to,
Yes.
you can see all we need you to do is just email benefits@flairhr.com, and either myself or one of the team will be able to kind of get that set up for you. How does that sound, Nicholas? Look all right?
Yes, it sounds great. I actually cannot wait to get access to some of these benefits. It's a fantastic piece of technology, and to provide this to HR3 clients straight into the employee self-service is fantastic. So thank you for that, Matt. In conclusion, and we have seen that a lot of factors put pressure on organizations to provide their employees remote access to their information and automated processes. HR3 Employee Self-Service addresses challenges of the new normal we're living in. By providing digital tools to employees, organizations can save time, be agile, and remain compliant. And I will also add that by offering such a great solution as Fair Benefits, you can definitely elevate your employee experience through HR3 ESS. So this is now time to answer your questions from the chat. So I will have a look at them and grab a couple of questions. There's actually a question here about Flair. How do employees access the discounts? So could you explain, Matt?
Yeah, cool. So with all the retail, hospitality, and lifestyle discounts, we've got a big catalog, and you can kind of scroll through, find what you're looking for, and then from there they apply discounts. So if you want to get a $100 Freedom Furniture voucher, there's an 8% discount on that. So you only pay $92. Now we actually cover all of the transaction charges for that. So there's no cost to the employee. And the great thing is that because it's done by the employee direct through the Flair platform, there's no cost or risk associated to the employer by giving it to your employees. Once they've got the discounted gift card, it's emailed directly to their email address, and they can use it straight away.
Okay, thanks for the information. I can see another question from the chat. Who can access the employee self-service portal? Well, actually, it's a good question. Any active employee in your license with HR3 can access the employee self-service. So that everything that would be done in the portal will then reflect in the database for those active employees. And also have another one. Can the portal be used for managers to access training records, certificates, and licenses for their team members? Yes, it can if the HR module is part of your license at HR3. Even information like appraisals or reviews will be accessible and can be created from the portal if you have this module as well. Well, I'm looking at the time now. I think we're still on time, so I think it will be time to wrap this webinar up. So on behalf of the HR3 team, I would like to thank you for attending this webinar. Please take a few moments to answer the survey that will pop up when exiting the webinar, this webinar. We will really value your feedback. Today's attendees will all be sent the employee self-service portal documentation and the recording of this webinar as well. We will also answer any remaining questions. If you would like to know more about the employee self-service module, we can organize a personalized demonstration and take you through the product in more detail. Please, to do that, please send us an email at customer.success@hr3.com.au, as written here. You may have seen that last year we have run a webinar with a law firm to help our clients managing the return to work for your employees. If you would like to know more and have more information about it as well, please let us know. Thank you to Matt and the Flair HR team that presented the great benefits solution now available in ESS. Thanks very much, Matt.
Cheers, Nicholas. Appreciate your time. Thanks for the opportunity.
Cheers. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.
You guys. Bye.
Thank you.